Colorado is unique in the sense that we have every renewable resource known. Typically the wind is on the eastern plains from the mountains east. We have one of the best solar resources in the nation in the San Luis Valley in south central Colorado. We have extensive biomass resources, both from the agricultural community and with our pine beetle issue. We have a current need to try to solve biomass problems. We have incredible opportunities for low impact hydro. And so Colorado really is changing the paradigm for what this nation is going to do when developing our clean energy resource.
This is an issue that cuts across all ages, all types of people, you know, whatever you believe in terms of politics. Nobody wants to waste energy. Nobody wants to be polluting the environment. Everybody would like to create jobs. The steps you can take to address climate change really are something that make a lot of sense for a lot of reasons.
We have the human capital here. Under the leadership of Governor Ritter, we have put legs under the new energy economy.
I'm Alice Madden, and I am Governor Ritter's climate change advisor. We are going to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions by 20% by 2020 from what they were in 2005. Creativity, innovation, things literally that haven't been conceived of yet will be part of the norm within 5 to 10 years, if not sooner. Every single level of industry is going to have opportunities to not only become more efficient, but to save money and create jobs.
To put in context, this state uses somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 gigawatts of energy. Compare that to the 26 gigawatts of undeveloped renewable energy resources that we've identified in the state with today's technology and using just the very sweetest of sweet spots for access to transmission. If you look at the amount of money spent in Colorado on an annual basis on energy, it's somewhere in the neighborhood of $8 to $9 billion a year. Most often, the largest transfer of wealth out of a community is for its energy dollars. So imagine Colorado being able to trap those $8, $9, $10 billion, billion with a B, in this state. And imagine if we had that rolling around in our economy and creating the jobs and creating the tax base while also exporting this product out.
There's a plan right now to build a new transmission line that would carry green energy from Wyoming, lots of wind potential up north in Wyoming, down through the eastern plains of Colorado, pick up solar in southern Colorado, and head into the very heavy electricity use city of Phoenix to Las Vegas and to Los Angeles. Between making buildings more efficient and getting renewable energy into our everyday portfolio, I think we can reach perhaps 75% of our goal. But you know, we're not all the way there. And we're going to have to rely on some new technologies that perhaps people haven't even thought about yet. The Denver Zoo is doing amazing things with their waste stream.
Denver Zoo is a conservation organization, so obviously we're committed to wildlife, but also green practices and certainly green building. We've been for 2.5 years working on gasification as a part of Asian Tropics, which is going to be our next big exhibit featuring elephants, rhinos, and tapirs. Gasification is the high temperature controlled oxygen conversion of solid fuel into energy. And that's what we'll be doing at Denver Zoo with our waste stream, taking our waste stream and converting it into fuel, and through gasification turning that into electrical energy and hot water. We're talking about animal waste and human trash. So in the animal waste stream, we have things like animal manure, but also bedding, leftover food products. In the guest waste stream, there are all the things that either our guests bring in or we sell them when they're here at the zoo. Soda pop and half-eaten hamburgers and diapers and you name it, it can end up in that waste stream. Right now, some of that is composted and a great deal goes to landfill. In the future, gasification will eliminate as much as 90% of our landfill contributions, and of course save quite a bit of money for us from hauling costs. This is everything. This is an actual pelletized mixture of our entire waste stream. What we're building is a facility, a process that will essentially have all of the components that will allow us to consistently produce a stable fuel. We believe gasification is going to produce approximately 15% of all of our thermal and electric needs in the future. It's going to be a model for other institutions, not just zoos, but college campuses and industrial parks and amusement parks and anyone all over the world who has a diverse waste stream and has a desire to process that waste stream into fuel. Everyone is passionate about the green initiatives that we're putting in place in this project, and especially gasification.
Everybody can start by just simply getting involved. There's a number of things in Colorado you can do right now simply by signing up for green power. If you're a high school kid, go to your school board. Look at your resources you have locally.
Our entire society is built around unsustainable consumption. We simply cannot afford to continue this downward spiral. But how you choose to act now will literally determine my future and the future of my generation.
There are lots of great things that can be done in communities, and if your community isn't doing anything, you should call your elected officials and ask them, what are they doing to reduce greenhouse gases? What are they doing to help promote renewables and efficiencies? So a lot of this has to be grassroots. People have to push the folks in power. Access to the new energy economy should never have anything to do with your personal income. So there's programs that'll help low-income folks, and there's programs that'll help middle-income folks. So everyone should be able to have these choices and not ever feel like they're locked out.
We need to be considering all these different options to really do something, because the scale of the problem is so great. The first place to start is at home, and there are things you can do in terms of insulate your house and change your thermostat, and in building our communities so that you can actually have a more walkable, bikeable transportation system, you can do a lot in terms of climate change.
There's still people out there who don't believe in climate change. They could care less. So I talk to them about jobs. They like jobs. They like good paying jobs, because that's what this will do.